Dear pleasure having you, friends. Joining me again. Today's stream topic is about, first and foremost, conscious evolution. And I should say, indeed, greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. And secondly, about knowing, about how much there is to know, about how much we have known, about how much we have forgotten, about how we as a community have let each other know just how important we all are to each other. Trying to get my comment section up here again. You are important to me, and I am gonna be there in a second. Give you my full undivided attention. It's working. Knowing. Knowing. What a fickle thing knowing is. Something almost impossible to hold on indefinitely. Or at least it used to be. Maybe there's something to be said about that as well, right? That knowing used to be, or let's say just straight away, knowing has been something very important to our collective species. A group of people that knew certain things, knew more than another group of people, would potentially be equipped to survive, to thrive, to be successful in a way the group of not knowing might, have been. And in that way, knowing things and information was valuable and cherished and passed on from one generation to the next and forgotten and lost. And people died that held that information. And all of that stuff that was known was lost with them. And then we invented, let's say, hubristically, there we, there we go, some technical difficulties. And also, just as I was talking about, you know, transistors. So then with transistors, we figured out a way to remember things very clearly, to know things, to have something known in a system, and then to be able to go back and then pull from that known system this thing that we know. And being able to get results like that, being able to remember things in transistors, in the digital plane of existence, I feel has already changed the world, but I think the extent to which it's changed the world is still in its infancy. Transistors, oh yeah. I had this conversation, I think it was with Johan. Yeah. When I went and visited Johan, we had this conversation about transistors, where I have this theory that if there were alien tech that landed on our planet, crash landed or was sent here even by intention, then it wouldn't have taken long in the attempt to reverse engineer it to find a transistor, right? Alien tech probably has transistors as well, probably all over the place, right? And in that way, we might have discovered the transistor instead of having invented it, but maybe not. Hey, Google, let's ask my language model. I don't know if it's going to be internet fasty enough. Who invented the transistor? Loadering. Loadering. It's a fundamental component in modern electronics and was invented in 1947. You see, that also aligns with alien timelines for me, right? Because apparently the aliens only really started showing up after we started dropping nukes on ourselves. People are like, the aliens were like, what the fuck are these monkeys doing? We need to go stop them. And apparently, still to this day, every single time there is some sort of nuclear posturing that happens, there's like UFO sightings. instantly around the nukes, like close to the nukes. Like the aliens are letting the people know that if you're launching these nukes, we're gonna make sure they don't get where you think they're going, right? And it is like a whole multiverse theory that us nuking ourselves is actually influencing them either directly or down in the timeline, whatever. Right? And in that way, crash ship, boom, boom, suddenly transistor. But this was invented by John Berdeen, Walter Brattain, and William Shockley at Bell Laboratories in New Jersey. Berdeen and Brattain created the first working transistor, known as the point contact transistor, on December 23rd, 1947. Shortly thereafter, Shockley developed the more robust junction transistor. The collaborative efforts earned them the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1956. So there is this hot take that I now am exploring with my friends, where I believe that aliens actually started showing up, like the sightings increased at least radically when we started playing around with nuclear weapons as a species. And in that way, there could have been an influx in alien vehicles on our planet. And there is always a risk for a vehicle to crash. And there was potentially crashes. And in humans' attempt to reverse engineer these things, one of the first things that we probably discovered was the transistor. And maybe we reversed engineered the transistor. We discovered it uh, instead of inventing it. What do you think about that as a take? Just give me some context. I'm not believing that this is true. This is just a headcanon theory. Mm, opening portals. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The aliens definitely have portal tech if they're here. The aliens really started really showing up after we started dropping nukes on ourselves. Yes, but no. They had an interest in us for a fucking long time. Yeah, but they came back when we started dropping nukes on ourselves. Like the amount of UFO sightings went up pretty radically. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Like there's now. Did you know that the Roswell incident happened in 1947 as well? I didn't know that. I did not know that bit of information. But this is gonna be trippy. I look forward to reading that bit. I'm gonna take a second. Ancient cultures the world over have stories of visitors in flying crafts. Y'all, the Dogon, this is true as well. The Dogon people of Africa, they knew things that frankly impossible for them to have known. The cave paintings tell some interesting stories, say. The cave wall paintings work better when you're tripping on mushrooms. Yeah, of course, we discovered everything. Since all exists all the time, most do sound. It's just a perception that forms the knowing. Yeah, they might be us as well, right? But let's read this. Your headcanon theory actually presents an intriguing narrative that does intertwine with historical events, with speculative ideas. Let's examine the key components. Increase in UFO sightings post nuclear testing. It is documented that reports of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, increased notably after World War II, particularly following the very first atomic bomb tests and the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. Some researchers suggest that the correlation between nuclear activities and UFO sightings, especially near nuclear facilities, for instance, a 2021 article in The Hill noted that there had been 18 UAP sightings near US nuclear weapon sites. Right? That was the statistics that I mentioned earlier. So, alleged crashes and reverse engineering. The most famous incident suggesting a crashed alien vehicle is the 1947 Roswell incident, right? The fact that it happened the same year, I was like, yeah, it feels about right. And then it's like literally the same year. That is a little bit crazy. Come on, all right, that's a little bit bonkers. While the U.S. military stated it was only a weather balloon, some believe it was an extraterrestrial craft that recovered technology, and the recovered technology was reverse engineered. However, there is no credible evidence to support these claims. Okay, Invention of the transistor. The transistor was developed in 1947, literally the same year, by the dudes at Bell Laboratory. Their work built upon decades of research in solid state physics and material science. The development of the transistor is well documented, with no credible evidence linking it to extraterrestrial technology. Okay. While it's an engaging idea that the invention of the transistor resulted from reverse engineering alien technology, the historical and scientific evidence supports a narrative of human ingenuity and progressive research. The increase in UFO sightings post nuclear testing remains a topic of interest, but no definitive link has been established between these events and technological advancements like the transistor. Yeah, so even though that was a headcanon theory, it feels even more like maybe there's something to know. Maybe there's something to know there, but I don't know. Right? And I'm willing to admit as much. Okay. See any new comments? We have Pippi and we have little Shelby got them. You don't like being on camera, Shelby? Shelby? All of the other cats, what's the other one called? Minx and Unit and Carlos, they're all her babies. Every single one of them. Hi, Shelby. Hi, Shelby Cutter. Huh? Hi, sweetie. Mojo. It's nice having you here, friend. Sending your blessings. Okay. Oh, I think I got some new comments. What we know is that Planet Express traveled back in time to 1947. One of the crewmen successfully became their own grandfather. A decapodian was dissected by some confused doctor. And Bender's head. Okay. Okay. Like Planet Express was probably the thing that was supposed to give it away, but Bender was the second thing. Becoming her own grandfather. but Bender's head got left behind in a hole with rats for 1,000 years. Futurama, yeah. Okay, but it's a fact that nuclear testing resulted in Godzilla. Yeah, what we now consider a Godzilla. This is known. This is well known. This is taught at school, you know, so we can heed and learn from our failing forefathers in their making of Godzillas. Because goodness, if we nuclear Godzilla instead of a lizard, what's more terrifying than a big old lizard? Big old snake? Big old snake can be pretty scary, but big old snake is unpractical. Big old turtle, put a city on it. Boom. Now we got cannon. Big old bunny rabbit could be horrifying. Could be horrifying. I'm trying to think what else lives in the desert. Maybe big rat. One of those big jumping mice. That could be a creature of extreme destruction. Godzilla the monster was a curious hate-love relationship with the city of Tokyo. God bless that giant rampaging monster. Have you guys seen the clips where they have the lady in a Godzilla suit and she's just walking around in it making cute growling noises? I don't think I saw that one. But it does sound like Japanese content. Is it Japanese content? Am I stereotyping right now? I'm just imagining a cute, Asian girl making, in your words, cute growling noises in a Godzilla outfit. What does cute growling noises sound like? Oh no, there goes Tokyo. There goes Godzilla. You think the people that invented Godzilla secretly hated Tokyo a little bit? And they were like, it needs to be just get like leveled. Some big lizard needs to come and fuck shit up for all of us. Godzilla was my favorite as a kid. I had a giant rubber Godzilla 2000 puppet and would take it everywhere. Hey Google, show me the Godzilla 2000 puppet.
Unfortunately, I cannot directly show you an image of the Godzilla 2000 puppet.
And what are you good for?
I can provide you.
I'm sorry, Gemini. I didn't mean that, bro. But seriously though, I like how no thanks. I want to go back. I want to change it back. I want to go back, please. Uh, it's going to the Discord gen now. Oh, okay. Discord general. We're gonna find out what cute growling sounds. What the hell? What am I witnessing? Something got posted yesterday. Are you seeing what I'm seeing right now, Sam? The first thing I see is a kind of Godzilla. But I don't know what I'm looking at. Freaking Hoopy scarring my eyeballs. Scorching my eyeballs. My internet is bad. But I'm trying. I'm trying, Sam. Ah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I did see this actually. Because she was supposed to emote, right? That this monster is now growling. But I guess she didn't just want to be silent, and she was the person animating the movements of the creature. So she made her own. It is getting sweet. I put the puppet I had in Discord. Thank you. I'll check it out now. Godzilla is a good dude slash lady, just a little clumsy when walking around cities. True. Freaking Hoopy. Words that have no doubt been said before. Mala is loved here. Very much. Oh goodness. I don't know if I want to show our friends on Discord what my eyes witnessed. Like I love how there's actually a women tied down in the background still. What am I witnessing? It's taking its time to road. Man, I really wish my Starlink was working. I did send my service provider a message. He said he's gonna see if he can figure something out. I told him I'll have my fingers crossed. Axel Beimfasa. That is technically what we say. We don't say I'll cross my fingers. Ek kruis my vingers. We don't say that. We say Axel my Beimfasa, Sophia. Love you, mama. Hold your thumb. That's our way to give you something like, oh, holy shit. That's pretty cool. That's pretty hardcore. I did open the photo and now it's loading again. I'll show you friends the small one. But that is Zano's toy as a child. That thing looks massive. That thing looks like an absolute unit. Looks like the size of a dog. That's so cool, though. That might be the coolest Godzilla design I've seen yet. I like this. This is cool. I get it. You had good taste as a child, Zana. Makes perfect sense. That's a sick looking Godzilla. Checks out Sam. Those are definitely cute growling noises. True. They were adorable. You want to see something cute too? Look at these two. Look at these two mortal enemies just chillaxing. Just chilling. Just having like a chill day. It's gotten cooler at least. It's not as hot anymore, which I'm very grateful for. Part of me wishes that they would play. Oh, I'm gonna push you over. Hey, Duck Dad. We love Duck Dad. Setting of blessings. We all know. We all know is that we don't know. All we know is that we don't know nothing. Yeah. And the more of the nothing we know we know nothing of the nothing that there is to know. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, shitty, shitty. Ay, ay, ay. I'll send a pic on Discord of where my cat is leaving today. Do. So is it officially your cat right now, Melina? Melina told me that there's a cat that comes and visits her. It's not like actually her cat, but like will come and stay in her space, you know, for a day. Ay, 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 you're a silly creature of mine. Ay, 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 ay. Chillax. You must chillax him, you must chillax. It was my most favorite thing. I also had a raptor and a T-Rex puppets. Yeah, so the closest I never had any dinosaur toys of my own. She chose me. Okay, I feel you, Melina. It's your cat now. Yes, of course. For 2 years already, the original owners left her with me when they went away. She did choose you. It's wild to me that I know the lore of how you and Kato met, but I didn't realize that 2 years had passed already. Your goodness, where did they go? Where did those 2 years go? My younger dog Tango let his intrusive thoughts win and lifted his leg to piss on the rug right in front of my wife. So there's the start to the morning. I'm sure. I know that she probably was like super okay with that and was like, "Oh, this is fine. Let me quickly go and get something to clean up after him." And like no voices were raised, no anger was flung in the general direction of everyone. There was just like peace washing over everyone and calm. First thing in the morning. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. Bless you. She is a dragon. The fact that you're talking about that, I should show you. Maybe I shouldn't show you. I'll tell you. Me and Christian had like a bunch of conversations yesterday, and he sent me a photo that made him think about me, and then I had to make him a photo that made me think about him. I'll show you the photos, but I'll not show you the whole text. So this is the one he said I reminded him of. Bro, I'm having a hard time here right now. Okay, when he saw this and he was like, "It's you." I mean, we were joking and saying like this just had to be an M instead of a W, and it would have been me. I even went down a rabbit hole of wanting to color my eyes at some point, artificially when the technology becomes available too. And then I was like, "Oh, bet I'll make you a draconian vampiric lizard person." Like that's kind of like the archetype I see Christian as. And he goes, I like the ocean, but I would be blue. And then I go, bet I can make you blue. And then I made him this one. So yeah, the whole dragon vibes have been in my mind as of late as well. So the fact that you're calling your little kitty a dragon is pretty cool. He also posted his poem yesterday, I believe. And his poem was about his grandma being a dragon. Let's see if I can find it. Loading. A cat and a rainbow. You're right, actually. Christian. No. Oh, bless you, Doug Dad. That was my third favorite. What is my third favorite Bulgarian up to these days? Pretty much settling in for the end of the year. He's been doing a lot of work with his dad. Hey, where's my? Why is it? Why is it giving me the option to discover? Where's my paper? Oh, this. Okay. I want to read Christian's poem. So Christian, yesterday at 10 a.m. posted this grandmother dragon. Of course, the poem is now not loading. It's taking a hot second. Then, as long as the cat didn't tell you it was rain. The last time we moved dog, one of my cats came up to me after a 16-hour day and pissed on my leg while I was sitting on the couch. Like, why? Are you like? She's a cat. The fuck does she care what my perception of reality is? I'm just her human slave. Fluttering in on different wind. Good morning, dear ones. Good morning, bro. You posted some dragon weirdness yesterday as well, and we're going down dragon rabbit holes right now. Christian also posted his poem, Grandmother Dragon. Let's see what little art he used. Little Pithy posing like the dragon too. Synchronicities. Oh, I love you. I love you, my sweet child. Oh, I love you. Oh, so much. So much. Okay. Grandmother dragon. My grandmother is a dragon. Vicious, terrifying, indubitably death defying. She knows not what defeat is, nor what taking a seat is. She is boundless, deafly loud, abundantly proud. My grandmother is a dragon, and her blood flows through my veins like molten metal. She is magnificent, infinite, trapped only by mortal form that accepts no norm other than her own. And even when oblivion itself comes knocking, she denies and defies, contrivedly so. To my detriment, I owe her praise for the beautiful, fashionable, unbeatable hell she has always raised to the very end. A tribute to a very special granny who, despite her accumulating years, refuses to believe she is old. The elderly are an example of how we may hold ourselves when the twilight of our lives encroaches. Beacons of possibility, depthless wells of lessons and wisdom. Though they may be monstrous at times, stubborn, merciless, how can one not marvel at their limitless strength? Seemingly limitless strength, deserving of sagas, odes, songs, legends. Let's treasure our ancients. Huzzah, Christian. Thank you for making art, dear friend. Since we're going down the rabbit hole of dragons, I felt it was apt to include his work as well. I will post a photo of my dragon retreat photos as well then. Please do. All of the synchronicities. I also did a festival, right? I did visuals for a festival that was completely dragon themed. I don't know if you were there for that, Melina. So there was that dragoning happening too. So much dragoning this year. I think the festival Earth Dance had dragon themes going on as well. Tiamat, the mother of dragons, right, and all of her dragon babies was the theme of that festival. So, killing the dragons with you, friends. If you can't beat them, really consider joining them. Infiltrating from the deep then. Sam, that's when you have to piss on the cat to start talking. Dog. Hey Google, what is recovery time for mutilation by cat? No. No, I want dragoning. It is the wooden dragon Chinese year after all. Exactly. Exactly. That's why my client wanted dragons as his theme for his festival as well, or for his record label launch night. That's technically the words to articulate. Feeling all of the synchronicity with you, friends. I think it is time for me to bring this stream to an end. It was and always continues to be a dear pleasure showing up with you, friends. Getting to be calm, getting to be present, getting to know that love is true. You friends really do show up and show me that over and over again. I appreciate it more than I can say. So I'll say thank you and promise that I'll do it again tomorrow. Thank you, dear friends, for doing it with me. I'll see you again then. Goodbye, everybody. I love you.